Well, this is the shortest and simplest video title I've ever used, but that's really what this is about. You know, it's very easy to always complain about everything, you know, complain about YouTube these days, for example, and all the issues. And there's so many things in the world that you can rant about and complain and all of this. But it's also important to every now and then take a moment to actually appreciate what you have and what does work well and all of this. Now, this may sound corny and everything, and if it is, and so be it. But yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. And I mean, thank you to everybody who's watching this. Obviously, special thanks to everybody who's supporting the channel on Patreon. And also a thank you to YouTube. You know, as said, it's easy to criticize everything that's going on in YouTube. You know, there are problems, no doubt about it, you know, and mistakes have been made and all this, but this is still the platform that allows me to do what I'm passionate about, you know, as a job, and do all these things and test all these swords and other stuff, and so many opportunities that I would never have had otherwise. And you know, before that, every other job that I had before this was really boring in comparison and nowhere near as rewarding or as cool or, you know, everything really. It's awesome to be able to do all of this. And, you know, YouTube has allowed that. You know, when looking around for alternatives, nothing is as big as YouTube. Nothing else offers as much as YouTube. It's still the #1 video platform. You know, Vimeo and everything else just can't keep up with it. And this is where the people are. You know, this is where the community is, where the viewers are, and all of that. And of course, it's all about you folks. Without the audience, there wouldn't be a point to making these videos. It wouldn't be practically feasible. And there are plenty of good suggestions from viewers and all of that. So in short, I appreciate everyone sticking around, except maybe the basement trolls, but whatever, that's a different story. And I figured it would be fun to take a look at some of the demographics here on the channel. I haven't done that in a long time, just to see, you know, where everyone is and percentages. As usual, the US are the majority of the views. It's 37%, and it's a total sausage fest, as is to be expected. 97% male, 3.1% female. Yeah, weapons. Okay, then second is UK with 7.3%. So there's quite a bit of a gap in between, as you can see. Then there's Germany on the third. Last time I checked, it was Canada on the third most watched or whatever. And then we've got India. Okay, that's unexpected. I mean, okay, not really unexpected. India is large, so we've got a few more females there. And yeah, not really significant. And then we've got Australia, Sweden, Brazil, Poland, Netherlands, France, Italy, Russia, Finland, Spain, Philippines, Norway, Romania, Mexico, Czechia, Denmark, Indonesia, Austria, Belgium, and Greece. Okay, from the Philippines, there's a larger amount of females, apparently, so it's somewhat more significant. Let me just jump to the end of the list, just out of curiosity. You know, what are the lowest percentages here? Because it's still interesting, you know, some of the countries that I get views from, it's kind of amazing to think, you know, Marshall Islands, for example. Anybody on the Marshall Islands? I don't even know where that is. Let's see, Tonga, Gambia, Micronesia. Anybody from Micronesia around here? Cook Islands, Cuba, Samoa. That's pretty cool too. So lots of like really diverse places. This is actually something that I talked to one of my patrons about recently. You know, wouldn't it be cool to just travel around and meet up with viewers locally? You know, just go to, you know, whatever, Papua New Guinea, and see if, hey, is anybody around in the area? Do you want to meet up and, you know, check out, you know, what subscribers are there, and find out a little bit about what life is like where they are and all that. That would be really cool. Not affordable currently, but it would be definitely cool. So there are lots of places here. yeah, either way. So just want to say that I appreciate that there's such a large number of people from just about everywhere. That's really cool to think about. Also, I wanted to mention, for those who haven't seen it, I posted that on Facebook, but not everybody knows that I have a Facebook page. All the links are down below. I've come up with a new merchandise design. This may not be the most professionally looking design, but I drew it myself to save the money. And I figured it would be more personal if it's something that I made myself. That will also be linked down below. There are several merchandise options for that, other designs as well, in case you haven't seen that. And there was one other thing I wanted to mention. What was it? Oh yeah, I just recently ordered new zombie heads from Zombie Go Boom. I actually ordered them from Cult of Athena, which has them now, which is pretty cool. So if you've wanted to try hacking one of those apart, the link is also there. And I mean, they are really expensive for something that you're just going to destroy. I understand why they are, because the chemicals that are needed to make that are expensive. I've seen some of that myself, and yeah, so understandable, but it's still a lot of money for something that you're just going to trash. And in my case, I can really only justify that as a business expense because it makes for pretty awesome videos. So there will be 2 of those, and I don't know yet when I'll get them and when I'll be able to do tests, but if you want to make suggestions on what to use on them, feel free to post that in the comments. And by the way, yes, I know that I look like a zombie again. That's just kind of how I look. I just don't sleep very well no matter what I try, and it's part of life. And I can assure you, poor sleep quality is really all it is. This picture from 1865 proves absolutely nothing. That's Henry George, by the way, and he looked quite a bit different in his later years. Anyway, so I hope you're all having a great day or night or evening, afternoon, etc., whatever. And thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. And finally, I just want to show you a bit of fan art that people have sent me, which is really awesome.